Bye, Ron. Have a good day. We're gonna do another one. 3, 2, 1. Begin that? Yeah, but it kept giving me ads for man soap for the longest time. Now, it keeps giving me ads for Groon's gummies. I'm like, do you think I hate vegetables? Do they think I hate vegetables? Nintendo products. I'm trying to think what else it's given me recently. Oprah. A lot of ads for Oprah. Oprah's podcast. It keeps giving me these long ads for Oprah's podcast. And it's that type of thing where, like, it's skippable. But if you don't skip it, or tutorials on how to set up solar panels. Oh, it loves those. Where it's skippable, but if you don't skip it, it just plays for, like, 12 minutes. And it's still technically an ad. So, like, I'll fall asleep, like, listening to a YouTube video or something. I'll wake up to Oprah. Also, hey, actually, how's it going? Thank you for the luck. I am having fun. I'm talking about ads for Oprah's podcast. 7. My 7 had a little dangly bit. Ads for kids' toys and random universities. I feel like everybody gets ads for random universities. Also, hey, Chaotic, how's it going? Like, for-profit universities are, like, so predatory. They put ads everywhere. Got YouTube Premium because you kept getting jump scared when you fell asleep. Like, I don't get YouTube Premium unless I'm, like... also, I don't know if I said hi. Hi, Vivi. How's it going? I don't get YouTube Premium unless I'm going to, like, be going on a long drive with other people. So, like, even though I'm about to go on a long drive because I'm gonna drive down to Fatale's, which apparently they have to greet you at the door if you are a guest for Fatale's, because technically I'm a guest, even though I am also, like, a host, because I'm a commentator being brought in just for one run. They like, greet you at the door, and I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this. Can somebody tell Greta that she doesn't have to greet me at the door? She can ignore me, it's fine. Like, I'll just go to my room, don't worry about it. I'll hide, that's fine. Also, hey Dranzer, how's it going? Master's degree owner. Like, there are a lot of for-profit universities that are, like, super, super predatory and make me feel super sketch. Okay. And now we wait. And now we reset. A rat came up behind me. When you were in university getting ads for a distant university. 3, 2, 1. Begin the rat. Like, could I have continued going? Yes. Nah. We can just start a new run. It's fine. Am I becoming Ben Stevens very slowly? We don't know. I have autoplay enabled because, like, sometimes I do just wake up in the middle of the night and, like, I'll, like, continue watching whatever autoplay put on, because usually it's fine. But, like, then there's nights, like, 2 nights ago where I woke up and I was just listening to 12 minutes of Oprah, and I was like, what happened? What happened? But yeah, YouTube now thinks that I am an adult married female and I own a home and I'm employed at a big company. Seven, married to whom? Can I meet them? Who am I employed at? Who am I employed at? Good words, Pippi. Who employs me? does it give me ads for offing my non-existent spouse? I don't know. Ideally married to my spouse? Who's my spouse? See, I've had a decent amount of people who, like, have been like, oh, your sibling's getting married. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, so are you gonna, like, get married right after or something? And I'm like, who do you think I am? It's the top. Wait, you can date a top hat and date everything? I had zero interest playing this game, and now I have to play this game because I need to date a top hat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm marrying Cloud. Does Cloud know about this? Oh, of course. That's why they're greeting me at the door for fatales. They're gonna escort me to my wedding with Cloud. I don't know how I lived that. That was so fast. Oh my god. Also, hi, Wombat. How's it going? Oh, I'm marrying a Piplup. Married to the grind. You don't know if there's a top hat. Can Ave confirm or deny if I can date a top hat in the game, date everything? If I can, I will. Like, I will acquire this game at some point. You misread an ad type. Antidepressants, deodorants, and body sprays. Why are those things grouped together? You know what? I think this person, they need to be happier and less stinky. Like, what? I also did used to get a lot of ads for, like, wild deodorant or whatever. Whatever the deodorant was that, was, like, a reusable, like, container that you just refilled it with. And I debated getting it because I kind of liked, like, weird eco-friendly product is my thing, though. Like, that's the way to get me. Like, that's why I have a backpack that's made out of the vinyl from a billboard. Is because weird eco-friendly product ads, those get me. But, I didn't get the deodorant thing because I saw all of their like, packages that were available, like the actual deodorant stick, and I was like, okay, but they're ugly. Like, if I wanted to buy, like, I like the idea, have them in more colors, and, because, like, if I'm gonna buy a thing of deodorant, like, a plastic thing that you refill deodorant into, then I want it to be cute. Like, if I'm gonna invest the money in getting a reusable one, I want it to be cute so that I remember to use it. So I remember to like, pack it when I'm packing my things. It's, like, I remember to give it a cute little spot. But, like, I wanted a cute one, and I just didn't like any of their designs. They were all, like, not for me. And now I learned that they got bought out by Unilever. They were a private independent company. Now they're owned by Unilever. So, yeah, I'm kinda glad I didn't get one. Also, I guess that's the working pickup line then. Hey, baby. I'm biodegradable. So are you. So are all humans, actually. Did you know that I am organic matter? No top hats, just tables. Aww. Well, no casual stream of playing date everything. Oh, let's go. Let's go. 15% of your ads are for birth control tampons and pregnancy products. Who thinks you're a pregnant consume so many microplastics that you're no longer biodegradable. No, Pikachu! Please don't. Please don't become made of bug snacks. Cause I do think that's just the plot of Bug Snacks. A titanium knee. So I'm at this family gathering today, right? And, there's, like, my uncle is, like, sitting, like, across the table from me, and, like, hears something that my sibling says, and goes, "Yo, I fell off my bike like that once. That's why I got a titanium rod in my shoulder." And just starts showing us pictures of the x-rays of the titanium rod in his shoulder. I was like, thank you, uncle. It's really cool of you. Thanks for sharing your titanium rod. Neat. Good night, Nephora. Thanks for hanging with us. And thank you for the luck on the run or runs. We'll see. How are y'all feeling about this run? I'm feeling good about this run. Is that meant as a flex? Maybe. It wasn't a titanium bicep, so it wasn't that much of a flex. Because I'm pretty sure that's the part of the arm that you flex, is the bicep. This is to earn. This is to earn. How do you light up when you fly? My shoes. While I was flying back from GDQ, they told me I didn't have to take my shoes off to go through security. And I was like, oh, my shoes are like really chonky. You sure? Like, I can just take them off. And the woman goes, nobody's taking their shoes off. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I get over to the like, thing, and it flags my shoes. And the person goes, yeah, those were gonna get flagged. And I'm like, yeah, I figured as much. And they were like, yeah, go take your shoes off. And I'm taking my shoes off, and the person standing behind the line is like, oh yeah, you probably should have just taken those off to begin with. And I'm like, wow, wish I had thought of that. Because I was in my, like, big chonky heels. If anybody doesn't know, I was wearing them today, like, a lot of times, especially at events, because I'm really small, and all my friends are, like, 6'2". I wear, like, 6-inch heels, something like that. They're chonky. They're big, and they're, like, platform boots. They're demonias. If anybody knows what demonias are. Which I doubt people are gonna know what demonias are, because I'm aware that the majority of the people who watch my stream are probably not the target market for demonias. But, yeah, they big goth boots. Like, mine are white, so they're a little bit less goth. But Demonia is, like, a company that does make the big goth boots. So that's what they are. They are big goth boots, but not in goth colors. It doesn't break my ankles, really. I really like them. I used to go to work in them when I worked at Starbucks, and, like, I one time, like, went into the Starbucks, and somebody was like, oh, hey, you never met such and such, because, like, it was my old coworkers, and they said to one of the new employees there, like, oh, wow, you never met Pippi. And they were like, yeah, no, I haven't. And my ex-coworker goes, yeah, Pippi is the one who used to come in wearing the big old shoes. And I was like, yep, that's me. I don't remember if I was actually wearing them at the time. Getting them because you're short as well, but you'd get mocked since you're a guy. I don't think that shoes should have a gender. Also, hey, heels were originally a dude thing. I think if you want to have the confidence to wear heels, you could. But I also definitely understand the fear of society being rude, because society is often very rude. They're really rude. They can only fit half a foot. Yeah. It's a whole, like, Cinderella thing where they cut half your foot off, and it's terrifying. Oh, I was gonna say though, in light of the casual stream, it'll probably be at some point before Fatales. If anybody didn't see, I made a poll in Discord for what kind of casual stream do we want, and the winning option was casually play a Zelda game. So, I went through to figure out what Zelda games I could play that I don't remember, or like I would essentially be doing a blind casual playthrough. So like we're not doing Wind Waker. I know Wind Waker way too well. And our options were the Minish Cap, Twilight Princess HD, or Spirit Tracks. And the Minish Cap was in the lead. And then I looked away for 6 hours, and then the other two tied. So we're not doing the Minish Cap, but now I have to make a choice. Also, hey Grovile, how's it going? Thank you for the luck. I'm gonna try my best not to die, considering that we already did the only Death Warp in this run. I'm gonna really try not to die. Twilight Minish Tracks? Exactly. Okay, that was... At least they were a little kind. You didn't even vote? Oh. Something just fell under my desk. I think it was the cable for the Wii U gamepad. But yeah, so apparently we're playing either Spirit Tracks or Twilight Princess, which I'm kind of surprised that Minish Cap didn't win. But how do I make a choice? It would have been a three-way tie. Listen, hey, not to toot my own horn, but I think they're all pretty good options, at least based on what I know about any of the games. But I don't know, though. I feel like Twilight Princess would be, like, is my gut instinct of a pick, but it's also by far the longest game, and so, like, we would, like, get through the least of it in, like, a stream or two. So, like, I don't know. Coin flip? We could flip a coin. I don't have a coin on me, but we could flip a coin after this run. Yo, we saved time. Speedrun another well-forgotten game. See, the thing that scares me about Spirit Tracks speedruns is how many ridiculous one-frame tricks that you can't retry there are. As opposed to Twilight Princess, where there are far more one-frame tricks, but you can retry them. Flip an Hourglass. I don't actually have one of those. I might have to ask Palamer if I can borrow the Phantom Hourglass. But he's in Germany, I think? I think he's in Germany. So, he's probably in Germany. He could be on vacation. We don't know. We don't know the ways of the Palamer. So, I don't know if he'd be down to ship me an Hourglass. Flip a Wiimote! Now that, see, that just sounds like a party trick. Watch me flip this Wiimote. Okay. Nice. And we got the health in there. I know, right? I was showing off earlier with the genuine boomerang, but I don't have an actual Hourglass. Okay, that was a little slow, but that's okay. The plastic ones you get in board games. You know what? We might have one of those. We might have one of those. We do have a lot of board games downstairs. So, my parents might have... What board games had little Hourglasses? I want to say, did Trivial Pursuit have a little Hourglass? I know we had multiple copies of Trivial Pursuit. Boggle? Oh, we definitely have Boggle. Flip a board game? Come on, everybody, this is table flip. Trivial definitely did. I know we had Trivial Pursuit because we specifically had, that was interesting, Trivial Boggle. We did not have categories. But we specifically had the Lord of the Rings Trivial Pursuit, where you had to play against the ring, as well as all of the other players. You had to, like, play against a ring wraith. And, like, you could have the ring on you at some point. I don't remember. But it's why I know a lot of weird, like, very specific lines, because there was a category in that game that was just like, what is this quote? Like, what is the correct quote? And, like, I learned a bunch of them over time. So it's like, I just know a bunch of oddly specific Lord of the Rings quotes. Not like famous ones. Just specific ones. I want to say one of them was finishing Gollum's song. I'm not gonna do the Gollum voice though, like, naughty little fly, why does he cry? Caught up in a web, soon you'll be eaten. Like, you had Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit from before the movies. See, that's a power move. That is the olden days. Excuse me? Okay, that'll work. Okay, there we go. Okay. Hold on, we're gonna count to 3. I can only count to 4. I can only count to 4. We were a little close to him. I was a little suboptimal. Especially because he tried to punch me afterwards. There we go. I remember when I was in... Well, I was like a teenager. I went to the gay hippie camp as a camper, and they did a Harry Potter trivia game, and there were 2 of us that were really the only people who were, like, answering questions, and it was just, is it trivia from the books? It would be the other person. Is it trivia from the movies? It would be me, because it was all, like, finish the line type of things, or like, what was this specific thing? It wasn't like production trivia, and I have an auditory memory. I don't remember things very well if I write them down. I don't remember things very well if I don't hear them out loud. I don't remember things very well if I read them. I need to have the audio. My brain, like, remembers it with sort of, like, the audio with which it was said, very specifically. So I just very much like movie trivia, as long as it's not production trivia, I was very, very good at. And it's like, I wasn't even the biggest Harry Potter nerd. This is how my brain works. You never went to Disney when you were a kid, instead you went to New Zealand to see Hobbiton? See, that's a power move. My family is also full of nerds, and we never got to see Hobbiton. Don't need the note, just the hand motion. Yeah, it's like the something kinetic? Kinesthetic? Something kinesthetic learner, I think. Yeah, I think I made a comment on it during the last co-op race we were in, where I said something out loud, like as a, hey Jim, remind me I didn't do this. I think it was remind me I didn't hit down the sand ship boat. And then later I was like, oh yeah, thanks for listening when I said I didn't hit down the sandship life raft, because I did not need you to remind me. I needed to remind me. I just needed to say it out loud, because then I heard me say it, and now I remember it, you know? It was right after they were filming The Hobbit, so it was just expanded and still things set up. Man, I want to go to Hobbiton. I want to go to New Zealand. New Zealand sounds really pretty. I want to go to New Zealand. I don't know I'll ever get to go to New Zealand. It's very far away and very hard to get to for a little American. I have played one of the Toho games. I think I played Mountain of Faith? I think it was Toho 10. I want to say that that's the one I played. And fun story, I thought that they were impossibly hard when I first played a Toho game. And then I learned that I hadn't learned what a bomb was. They're not that hard on easy mode. They're not that bad. Excuse me. I didn't want that hard. Also, hey Reset Button, how's it going? Thank you for the look and the fun. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't know if I would really, like, call myself a fan of the Toho games, because, like, I was like, okay, this was neat, and then I didn't play another one. It's a 14-hour flight from Canada? That's a long flight. That's a long flight. I think the longest flight I was ever on is probably Sweden? I think it was Sweden. I think it's Sweden. I think Sweden is further than the UK is. Excuse me. Excuse me. Well. There goes my time save. Okay, well, this'll be interesting. Yeah, I know. We lost a lot of time there. But good thing that guy saw us pretty optimally. We're good, we're good. Just kidding. He decided to go on a trip to Spain, dude. Yeah, you were supposed to... Yeah, there we go. Smack smacky. Mountain of Faith and my assumption of Toho being stupidly difficult is accurate. Well, so... I played on easy mode, though. So, like, it wasn't stupid difficult on easy mode. I'm sure if I played on the normal mode, it would have been. But I was like, man, nobody can beat these. And then I was watching, I think it was Punchy's stream, because... and he was playing a Toho game, and I saw him use the bomb thing, and I wrote in his chat, and I was like, dude, what are you doing, and how are you dealing with the entire screen at once? And he was like, the bomb function? The basic function of the video game? And I was like, oh. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Japanese game in Japanese, a language I don't speak, so I could read the instructions. Hey, I'm gonna go beat Toho, and then I came back like 40 minutes later and I was like, I beat Toho for a single one of them on easy mode, and then I kind of fell off. Because also, like, I didn't really like that I had to download that one from Yarharhar and Fiddle DD, because it didn't have, it was like the one that everybody recommended, but it didn't have an American release, apparently. Do all the Toho games share a canon? They have just one canon? And if so, what they firing at? This is slow. We're losing a ton of time this split. That's unfortunate. But you know what? We'll live. We'll live. Okay, that was smooth. Did you see that? Did you see that? That one was smooth. I liked it. Yeah, downloading a video game from Yo Ho Ho and a bottle of rum. In Minecraft. In Minecraft. I do not own illegal video games. I only own very legal video games. That's why they're stored in a folder called Very Legal Video Games. I'm allowed to have personal backups for me, right? Right? What would it be like to never have to buy eggs again? I mean, I think that would be like owning chickens. And here's the thing. Hot take, I don't like chickens. I really don't like chickens. I've dealt with too much chickens in my life. Don't like chickens. They're so mean. Why are they so mean to each other? Like, chickens, chill out. Stop being mean to other chickens. Stop trying to murder each other. We only lost 6 seconds. Stop trying to murder each other for a hot minute, okay? Roosters never shut up. Oh, it is definitely not just at sunrise. They do crow at sunrise, but they do also just crow. That didn't bother me as much, though, as fun fact. Here's more fun facts from when I used to work at the farm that we used to tell tour groups. The phrase, the pecking order, comes from actual chicken social dynamics, where certain breeds of chickens will establish social hierarchy based on ripping each other's feathers out to try to make some hens more favorable than other hens. And the roosters will do it too. Hold on. They only do it to the hens. But, also, hey, White Gold, how's it going? And hey, Exuna. Chickens need to be more chicken. Maybe. They also need to stop being jerks to each other. Don't be a jerk to your fellow chickens. Like, stop it. Stop pecking their butts. Stop pecking my butt. Nobody needs to peck butts. They were also mean to you when you're trying to give them food. Exactly. I would be like, so we had a thing where they could feed the chickens. Like the tour groups of young kids could feed the chickens. Also, hey Nightbox, how's it going? Thank you for the luck. Hope you're having a lovely night tonight. But so young groups of kids could feed the chickens, and we'd like help them grind up the corn, and then they would load all of the corn into our aprons, like into like the tour guide's apron, and then we'd give them a handful, and each kid could like throw a handful through the wire into the chicken coop, and then obviously they didn't get their full feed that way, and they were supposed to eat like a certain amount, so we'd take the rest of the feed and we'd like have to go in and shake out the apron, right? And I'd be like, I have food for you, stop pecking my butt! Dude, I am literally feeding you. Literally the hand that is feeding you is connected to that skirt that you're trying to peck. Stop it. Also, hey Oblop, how's it going? Excuse me? Okay. There's a heart spawn there. That's decent. We like that. Oh, and I didn't take damage. Alright, let's see how much time lost. Oh, thank you, Rat. That was a little bit slow because I got scared of the rat. But Other than that, super clean. Super, super clean. I took a little damage. I took a little boo-boo. Super clean. Let's see how much time we're losing. Oh, right. Bomb Garden wasn't good in my PB. There we go. There we go. And then PETA stopped by to protest withholding food from the chickens. PETA did not care about the chickens. Which, you know what? Valid. I also didn't care about the chickens. That was actually a really clean line. Did you see that? Might be the most pippy thing you've heard. You know, I'll take it as a compliment. Nip it in the bud, or nip it in the butt. I think it's nip it in the bud, right? That if you break off the bud, the flower won't bloom. I think is where that comes from. It's one of those, like, we were talking earlier about music transcription. Huge pet peeve one for me is, play it by ear is a phrase from music, right? Play it by ear means you don't have written sheet music, right? It's like literally a phrase, and if you go, you know what, we'll play it by ear, then you don't have a written plan. You don't have it set out on paper. You're just kind of going with the flow. Play it by ear means nothing. Means nothing. Toho Kabuto 5. It's like if a bullet hell was mixed with Tekken, is also often on sale on the Switch eShop. How much is it on sale for? This is an important question. It's a statute of limitations, not a statue. True. Other one of those I really like, Hank Green. You hold the fort, you don't hold down the fort. It's not inflatable. Making a plan on New Year's. Yeah, exactly. Do people really say play it by year? Yeah, it's one I've heard. It's not the most common. What's the other, the really common was like supposedly? Oh, or I could care less. Means you care. No, you couldn't care less. That one drives me crazy. Just the like, wait, but how did this become like this? Oh, the V is not a 5. Oh! Oh, I thought I was being so on the ball with my Roman numerals. I've never heard another think coming. Oh no, here comes a thought. Oh, am I allowed to say here comes a thought as a femme Twitch streamer? I don't know if I am. You got to use the phrase for all intensive purposes and watched at least 3 people squirm. Did you have an intensive purpose? It wasn't all intents and purposes. It was an intensive purpose. That one's evil. Hold on, gotta say no to drugs. There we go. That's like pretty evil. Not gonna lie, if you manage to make it actually all intensive purposes. Okay, but if you're camping and you're by the beach, is it all intents and purposes? They're very intense purposes. Oh, the sentence is intense on purpose. Oh, good. I'm glad that somebody designed a sentence to be on like that. Okay, I didn't trust that guy. I'm glad I didn't. Oh, whoopsies. Excuse me. There we go. Got him right in the corner, too. Neat. Neat, neat, neat. Neat, neat, neat. I'm trying to think. I did know somebody in high school who legitimately said frustrate instead of frustrate. Is that like a regional thing? I need to know. Because I've never heard it since. Okay, almost got a best. Almost. Not quite. Didn't earn it. I've never heard it since, but I've heard people complain about it. So I'm like, is it a regionalism? You know? Also, hey, Jawkins, how'd it go? How is it going? I can speak. I was trying to read and talk at the same time, and you know what? Neither of them happened correctly. Now I have to scroll up to finish reading the message I was reading. Hold on. Why did the half-blind man fall down the well? Did it come from his left? Oh, because he couldn't see that well. Fair enough. I feel like I should have known that one, actually. I hope he's okay. Poor guy. You know, a lot of Americans do this these days, but you hate when people say on accident instead of by accident. I don't think I've ever done that one, but I've definitely heard it. I've definitely heard it. I have never really thought about if it was correct or not. I always just kind of was like, eh, whatever. I went a super big loopy over there, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Slightly annoyed is more accurate. I think slightly annoyed is more accurate for all of these things. I don't hate any of them. They're just like those little grammar peeves, you know? Say libraries. Oh my god. Okay, we have to redraw the whole line now. And it still didn't work? My goodness. This is dumb time loss. There we go. I think when I was like 5, I said the phrase library. Because I didn't know any better, because I was 5. I also, when I was 5, did say Pacific instead of specific. But again, I was 5, so like, ever do challenge runs in video games? I guess it depends what you mean by challenge runs. Like, what counts as a challenge run? This is an interesting thing to consider. Like, I do know some people have done, like, weird sort of, like, video game challenge-y things based on already having speedrun knowledge of the game. But, like, sometimes it's like, are you doing a challenge run, or are you writing a route for a niche meme category, you know? 5-year-olds can be forgiven. Thank you for forgiving me when I was 5. I was a dumb big 5-year-old, you know? I could've written it would've. Beat the game with self-imposed restriction that isn't do it quickly. I feel like my brain would want to try to do it quickly anyway if I was like doing it as a challenge run. Beetle move. Beetle move. Beetle move. Thank you. Well, we're losing a ton of time this split already. Oopie doopie. Oopie doopie. Like, okay, So I've been thinking about this recently because I was watching this YouTube channel that Pesh really liked, who is a person who used to do like Stardew Valley challenge runs, and like I did enjoy that content. Like I enjoy me some good Stardew Valley challenge runs. I think there's so much you can do with the framework that is a Stardew Valley challenge run. Stardew Valley really lends itself well to them. Like every once in a while I have to go down that rabbit hole. But this person now does what they call 100%ing a game, which I don't think is that this is the thing that bothers me. Is I don't think by my definition they are actually doing 100% of the game. I think they're doing an all achievements run, which is different to me, you know? And like treating this as like a challenge run, but it's like, okay, but that's not really like, that's not really like new or creative or unique. Like, it's not not valuable as content. Like, I definitely don't mean to say that it's not valuable as content. Like, it is a medium for people to enjoy that creator as an individual. Owie! Why did you catch up with me? That was rude. Just like a speedrun is a medium to enjoy a creator as an individual. Like, that's really... The worms hate me. But, like, it's the semantics. It's the semantics that confuse me. But, like, I do really think that, like, there are some challenge runs that are very, like, legitimately entertaining and, like, creative and require some creative thought and problem solving, to make them work, and I do enjoy those. I don't know I am a creative enough individual to come up with those. Like, I don't know what you would do. How fast can you touch grass in The Legend of Zelda? Somebody did do this. And then they compared them all. And then I think they did it in Mario too. This is one of those things that I have seen once and went, that's funny, and then never thought about again. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're a little dicey on health. And I'm gonna be safe. But there we go. There we go. Unless they're attempting to upload the run to a speedruns archive. No, they're not attempting to do anything like that. It's definitely semantic. It is absolutely harmless as to what the difference is. But I never really thought about it before. Do you think, for a game with Steam achievements, that getting all achievements is inherently hundo? And vice versa, do you think that doing a hundo run of a game requires getting all the Steam achievements? Right? What about Tears of the Kingdom 100 days where you try to accomplish as much as you can in 100 game days without dying once? Okay, so the without dying once is the part that I probably would not do well with. I died a lot in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I died a lot. And, like, I liked doing, like, no-hit type of deals when playing Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. The Kingdom got some breath. So that requires dying a lot. Also, hey Cheese God, how's it going? Yeah, achievements are outside the game. That's kind of how I feel. Hundo is what the community decides. That is true. And, like, I am kind of a much more stringent on my belief of what is hundo than I think even a lot of speedrunners are. Because, like, in my opinion, hundo should be all of the game's content. All of the things that the game considers a part of itself. That, in my brain, hundo for Wind Waker is all figurines, all map pieces. And is this a fun speedrun? No! No, I don't think it's a very fun speedrun. It's also like 16 hours or something like that as a speedrun. Oh god. But also, like, in my opinion, hundo runs of Wind Waker do not 100% the game. It's like, you're following the rules of the category as set out by the community, and the community decided upon this because they wanted a fun speedrun. And that's a totally valid reason to decide upon this. But my brain just goes, but it's not hundo. I guess, Scenaris, that's another interesting question. Do you think getting multiple endings can be required for 100% run? Like, if you're thinking about, like, Papers, Please, where a lot of the content of the game is that there's 20 different endings to the game. Can you 100%, somehow we're still ahead, Papers, Please, without playing the game more than once? There we go. Okay. They do track all the paths in a single save file. Is that what makes the difference? Hundo equals all, or hundo plus all endings. That's a different operand, Pippi. I actually don't even know if equals is an operand. I think it's just a symbol. Owie. That chew scared me. I got chaired by a skoo. What is wrong with me? I got chaired by a skoo. Ask me anything. Oh my god. I don't know what happened to my brain right now. Oh, whoops. I always do this. Excuse me. Forward. Forward march. Forward march. Nier Automata. Oh, so I never played Nier Automata. I watched somebody, I want to say it was Punchy. I think I watched Punchy play part of Nier Replicant. And I, like, enjoyed the ending and kind of wanted to know what the rest of the series was, but Nier Automata, yeah. Nier Automata is every farming simulator. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you. One, two, three, 4. Okay. Not my best performance, but some decent RNG. Not like perfect RNG, but like decent. Equal sign with a question mark? That's a unique symbol. Oh. Oh, yo, we saved a bunch of time. I'm here for it. Oh, I didn't see the actual symbol. That's so cute, though. That is a peak symbol. I kinda love it. It's for when you're unsure of the answer. Which I feel like is right on brand for me, because I'm never sure of the answer. Also, hey Backside, how's it going? That's because it's also very good and kind of looks like a little face. And I'm here for the little face. It's been a while since I did logical operators. I took a like logical class in college. Also, hey Faison, how's it going? I hope you're well today as well. I'm vibing. So I had a problem in college that my teacher for my logic class did not speak very good English. And usually that's not a problem. It becomes a little more of a problem when you have to construct a sentence logically. And, like, different languages have different structures of logic. And this was a problem I never considered. And I was like, huh, that is, like, a really weird thing to run into as an issue. Too bad, like, this was not an issue that we found a good solution to. I would have loved to tell you that, like, he found a creative solution and was an excellent teacher. He yelled at students a lot and failed the entire class on a quiz because nobody caught that he had a typo. He wasn't a very good teacher, for a lot of other reasons. But it was a very interesting problem to have. Oh yeah, he, did not remain, that was his first semester as a teacher at that university, and, he did not remain a teacher after the semester. There were a multitude of complaints. Is that not the one Twitch renders as an arrow? That's a very good arrow, regardless. Also, see you later, Dawkins. Have a lovely rest of your day. And thank you for offering the because. I appreciate the because. This was actually... Really? How clean was this split on my PB? I was like, this was a really clean split. But I guess we just drew the line one too many times. You had one teacher who sometimes made multiple choice exams, but if you pick the wrong answer, you get negative points? That feels mean. You could also opt not to answer. Okay, so that's like... I don't know if anybody... Like, who else had to take the SATs? And, like, if this was always the case for the SATs, but when I was in high school... A big debate that was happening was the difference between the SATs and the ACTs, and some schools you needed to have both, some schools you just needed to have the SATs, and I don't think there were colleges that really wanted just the ACTs. But I took both, and I submitted applications to a couple of different schools that all you could pick, and everybody was like, oh, you'll like the ACTs much better because you aren't punished for picking the wrong answer. You're allowed, like, you don't get points deducted for picking the wrong answers. I hated the ACTs. The SATs were fine. I didn't enjoy them. It was a test, but I think frustratingly, on the SATs, I got a 1990. Couldn't get the 2000 now, could I? Most Midwest colleges are ACT only? Really? I'm so glad I didn't apply to colleges in the Midwest. I hated the ACTs. I did not do well on them. Which, I think the fact that, like, I did way better on the SATs than the ACTs says a lot more about the fact that it's, like, a test that is fallible than it says anything about me as a student, you know? like, if I was really a really smart kid, I should have done well on both, you know? Also, hey, Jujitsu, how's it going? Your ex got 1580 on the original SATs, so close to perfect. Oh, because I forgot that they have the, like, it's sectioned out. Because for a second I was like, 1580 is close to perfect. They changed it twice. Why did they change it twice? Huh. Still proud of your ACT score? I mean, I wish I was proud of my ACT score. I was not. My sibling did a lot better on those tests than I did, which is funny because my sibling, I think, actually has worse test anxiety than I do, but I also had pretty bad test anxiety, and, like, just didn't understand the format of the ACTs, I don't think. It just didn't work in my brain. Also, hey, Fredley, how's it going? There's 2 Englishy parts used to be 1 part. That makes sense. Because it doesn't make sense that they have... Was it English and reading? As opposed to just having math? Like, they don't have math and then numbers. Excuse me. That only broke 1 block. What? It was 1600 from inception to like 2006 or 2007. And then they changed it to out of 2400. And it's been changed back? I also thought it was 2200. Is it 2400? My god. I might be stupider than I think. Would I ever drink a shot of lime juice concentrate? I can't say I ever have. I can't also say that I wouldn't, because I do really like lime juice. I think it's good. Really? It was 2400? My god. Don't worry. I didn't think I was very smart anyway. I do not test well as a person. Excuse me, why are we putting down the pick up the tringle? Well, we're not doing the fast strat here. We're booking it immediately. Because Link was very rude. Okay, we made it though. Okay. That was pretty funny actually. That was like perfectly lined up. Perfectly lined up. Okay. It was 26, wait, but that was like the year after I took the SATs. Also, fun fact, I took, the pre-SATs in high school because I was required to, and apparently, I did not remember this, I did not take them seriously at all because our school, you weren't graded on them at all. You just had to take them. It was on the day that the juniors took the SATs, or like that they had juniors taking SATs, they had sophomores taking PSATs, and I came in and went, oh right, oh but this test doesn't matter, and I think I did better than I did on the actual SATs, and I didn't ever tell my parents that I did this, but I answered every question, and then immediately took a nap. For the rest of the class, for like the rest of the period of the section. And then I got something in the mail about the PSATs, and my parents were like, hey, you got something about the PSATs, and I completely forgot that I did this. And my parents were like, yeah, like, you probably have to, like, go take the PSATs or whatever, and then I was like, whatever, and I walked into another room, and my mom, like, comes marching into the room, like, 3 minutes later and goes, did you know that this is a test you already took? And I was like, no. She was like, did you know this was a test you did well on? And I was like, no, lol. Oh yeah, I slept through that. Oh, I missed. He's gonna come dingle dangle at me. Also, hey Leslie, how's it going? You had a concussion on that day! Well, I'm sorry to hear that you had a concussion, but that is a pretty nice way to get out of the PSATs. Which is to say, it's pretty nice that you didn't have to take the PSATs. It's so boring. It's so boring. And thank you for the luck with the runs. I appreciate it. I'm pretty happy with how that previous room went. It went pretty well. Was it because of the test? Go take a bath? Yo, I'm so jealous. I want to take a bath. I haven't taken a bath in so long. I haven't taken a bath since I moved out of my parents' house the first time. I was talking with my family today. So my sibling's partner gave me the name of the place where she gets her nails done. Because, I think when I go to my sibling's wedding, I've never gotten a manicure before. I'm gonna get my nails done. We're gonna see if I like it. If anybody has any advice for how to get your nails done, let me know, because I genuinely do not know. Okay, nice, we pinned him. Like, this is a foreign world to me. I realized I missed a hydrate earlier. Also played sousaphone conga and suffered the consequences? Don't you mean the consequences? I'll take my leave. Don't worry about it. How did I lose that much time? I thought that split was, like, kind of good, actually. Wait, where did all the time go? What did I mess up on? I had some dillying and dallying with bombs, but no 15 seconds worth. I'm confused. Good news for baths, you lie down instead of stand. Can you imagine how much water you'd need? And what kind of wonky contraption you would need to take a bath standing up? I feel like that would be weird. Standing water-based activities. So, like, does surfing count? But bodyboarding doesn't? Or do they both include too much standing? This is an interesting conundrum I had not considered before. Was the status of different water-based activities on whether or not they are standing. You have seen tubs? Really? Huh, today I learned. Oh, standing water is a... Oh! That makes more sense! Oh, that makes more sense. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. That's like... That's a pretty normal thing, actually. Yeah, I'm a real fan. Stand! And deliver. Oh my god. Hot tub, swimming, you want none of those? That's valid. I mean... So hot tubs I like. I like hot tubs. I like my hot tub is warm. I'm hardly ever warm. Let me be warm just this once. For morale, as a treat. Oh, guys, I'm so stupid. But swimming is just, like, not that fun. I don't get it. I don't get it. And, like, I know that there are people who find it incredibly fun. Exactly, I want to be a I want to know how the wonton feels. I want to be the wonton. Can I be a wonton? The idea of standing bath seems unsanitary. I mean, it's just... you know what? I can't defend the standing bath. My first visual when I think of the standing bath is the end of the Prestige. Which I don't recommend for relaxation purposes. Don't just casually the end of the Prestige. I did a lot of swinging there. Not me when the water is an enemy stand. No, not the JoJo. Not the JoJo. Okay, okay, we saved a little bit of time back. I don't know where we lost all the time. Stop hitting the rock wall. But we saved a little bit of time back. You want to be in the big barrel with water up to your armpits? That sounds relaxing. That does not sound relaxing to me. Did you know that Bart Simpson's middle name is JoJo? It is his last name Siwa? It's not, it's Simpson. But... again, swimming is just not fun. I don't like swimming. I like baths because, again, I like being warm, but baths have a very limited shelf life. The water gets cold, and then not swimming, just existing in a barrel. I know, man. I don't think I need to be in a barrel. Treat yourself to a massage for your birthday one year. Most uncomfortable experience of your life. Oh no, I'm so sorry. See, I also do, like, I've enjoyed massages in the past. So I also, though, have never had a, like, traditional massage. I've had, like, massage therapy. I don't know how different they are. Be in a barrel hat. We could make a barrel top hat. Don't tempt. Don't tempt me with a barrel of a good time. Or do tempt me. Also, hey Wolx, how's it going? Thank you for the luck. Hope you're doing well today. We are fighting a plant. Look at this lad. I kinda wanna get closer to him. I was like debating moving early, but we're just gonna... There we go. That works. Would be the kind of guy to get dunked via dunk tank just to stay in the tank for a bit once dunked. Yeah, no, that would be Pride. That would be Pride. The crazy ice bath people. I mean, now I'm just thinking about, like, people doing the ice bucket challenge. Did people get in icy barrels? Is that a thing that people did? That doesn't sound fun. Like, the ice bath type of thing? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope. I could not take an ice bath. Also, hey Hex, how's it going? I hope you're doing well today. Oh, I forgot to count. We are low on health. Extremely low on health. Please hold. There we go. Yeah, no. People, why would you do this to yourself? It sounds awful. I say as a very cold individual. Just gonna vibe a while? I mean, what are any of us doing? We're all just vibing for a while. Honestly, that's what I'm here to do too. Water has to be above freezing. There's like technically ways that you can like superheat water and suspend it as a liquid state. So I just assume that you can also super cold water and suspend it as a liquid state. Yeah, just add salt. I think that is legitimately how you do that. I have seen people do the like getting in like a hole in the ice type of baths. No thank you. No thank you. I'm just a little pippy, okay? I'm just a cold little pippy. I'm good. No. You've taken an ice bath for muscle fatigue? How are you alive still? As soon as you touch it, it would freeze? Yo, that's so cool, though. Like, that's really neat. Are y'all kidding me? Are these boyos? There we go. That was a waste of some time, but bursts into a rolling boil the moment you touch it. That sounds horribly dangerous. But I did know that some microwaves actually have instructions on them that tell you to put a fork in the microwave. Because they tell you to not leave just a cup of water in the microwave. You are supposed to put something in it so that it can't overheat your water. And you can't suspend it like that. Which is cool. And terrifying that putting a fork in the microwave might be your better option. Well, that was interesting. It made the whoopsie uh-oh face. As if I just got grabbed by the little slime. But I didn't get grabbed by the little slime. I microwaved tea a lot in college just because I didn't have any other way to do it. I did microwave a lot of water for tea, a lot of water for ramen. I'm lucky I didn't ever have an issue. I don't recommend it. It's one of those things that it only has to go wrong once, you know? Okay, nice. We rolled past him without taking more damage. See, Pride, that sounds all nice, but have you considered, I've never owned a gas stove in my life. Only electric. There is no direct control. Unless you have direct TV. I didn't make mac and cheese in an electric kettle, so that's kind of cursed. But now I'm curious if it works. Cause, like, that's definitely, like, one of those, like, lazy girl college hacks. You know? Like, that's so definitely been done. You know? How did I lose time there? That's okay. I lost a bunch of time in my PB to this next section. So... honestly, we just have to keep pace with my PB and then not make a minute worth of mistakes at the end. So it's fine if I lose some time, you know? Gas is so nice compared to electric. As a person who's only ever had electric stoves, gas sounds terrifying. Gas sounds absolutely terrifying. I'm told that people like it. Terrifying. Just makes you sorry for the kettle. I feel like I should, oh, hold on. It's time for a scary room. So that wasn't terrible, despite the fact that I got hit. Also, hey Dylan, how's it going? Thank you for the luck. I hope life is treating you favorably. Just barely made it! Let's go! We made the god cycle! Oh, and... No! Why, Keys? Also, why does that jump hate me? I'm scared of this. Okay, we're very dicey at the moment. Oh, and I broke the loading zone. We're very dicey at the moment. And I didn't get damaged by the bomb, so I just wasted a bomb. Okay, this is somehow still probably better than my PB here. Oh god. This has just reminded me of, so when I was a kid, we didn't even have a gas line going to my house. This is the house, I'm in the house I grew up in at the moment. And I didn't have a gas line going to the house when I was a kid. There is one now, I believe. But at some point, it was just me and my sibling home. My sibling was like maybe 12, and I would have then been, what, 8? If my sibling was 12. And a stranger came to the door. And my parents did train us on stranger danger. And we were told to never tell the person that you are alone in the house. Always tell them that there's an adult. So I think I lied and I said that my mom was in the shower. And I went and got my sibling, and they were asking us if we knew where the connection for the gas line was. And me and my sibling panicked. Because we were like, we can't tell them that we're home alone. Oh no. What do we tell them? But they need an answer to this very important question. And, my parents got home and we freaked out and we told them, and we were like, yo, we told them that you were in the shower and that you'd be here later and that they're gonna come back and they're gonna ask you about the gas line. And my mom just bursts out laughing and just goes, we don't have one of those. Lesson learned, don't do that. There we go. I have to get off and back on? Yeah, the cube. I disagree. I am a cube. That was fascinating. Get lost, bozo. I was never told to tell the stranger dangers to get lost, bozo. It was never what I was told. I was also not told to fart on them. I did not do that. Okay, there we go. There's some health. That was some funny time loss. We were told to answer the door because otherwise it looks like there might not be anyone home. Did not say fart on. True. Fart near. Alright, hold on. I have to do an actual boss now. No more talking about farts for a second. Okay, I missed one. I missed 2. Oh, nice. Okay. Run the opposite direction. My parents wanted me and my sibling to be nice to strangers for some reason. Despite telling them that they might be here, or telling us, rather. Oh, excuse me. that they might be here to rob us. Okay, we're not saving time. Somehow we managed to lose more time. I don't know how, because a lot of things didn't go off. I think the boss went better in my PB. Pride, considering how cautious and wavery of an adult I am, how cautious and wavery do you think my parents were? It's gotta come from somewhere. I'm blaming my adults. I'm blaming my adults for my inability to make decisions as a parent. Today will be the day that I learn that Google Ads thinks I have a child. I'm glad that Google Ads doesn't watch my stream. I feel like Google Ads might have a lot of misconceptions of me if they watched my stream. We are now behind. That is okay. We can make it up. That is true. That is just very true. And, like, it's the wild thing about how, like, I was definitely taught, like, strangers on the internet are out to kill you as a kid, and, like, it's so weird how our society is about strangers, you know? Stranger on the internet, here to murder you. Hold on. So good. So good. Like, the strangers on the internet, the narrative is like, here to murder you. Yeah, that was gay. You best believe that was gay. So gay. Hey, Tarantulas, how's it going? You're just in time for gay. But, like, strangers coming to your house, also coming to murder you. Strangers who serve you coffee at the Starbucks, oh, they don't murder you. They're baristas. We have another name for them. So they're not gonna murder you. They're not evil. The person coming to your house is evil, though. Even if he's just here to ask where your gas line is. You know? A stranger is just a friend who hasn't murdered you yet? Exactly! I like to know a barista murderer. Oh no, like I do know a barista murderer. I might. I know a lot of baristas. I used to work with a lot of them. Making strides in plans for possible AGDQ attendance. Yo, GG's. We love to hear it. Oh. The boat's like right this way. Hey. Ooh. It's over here somewhere. We're narrowing it down. Oh, it's like shoving itself in a corner, isn't it? Yeah, it really shoved itself in a corner. Make sure you have a water bottle full of bleach to defend yourself. No, bleach makes me really loopy. Bleach kind of makes me high, but not like I told my coworkers this when I worked at Starbucks, and they were like, yo, that sounds so fun. And I was like, no, not the good kind of high, if it exists. I'm not sure. I have never been high. Like, it makes me need to sleep for like 16 hours straight. And then I wake up and I'm like, man, darn it. I mean, I've told this story on stream before, but when I lived at my apartment, a dude did follow me home once and tried to break into our building. Like, tried to, like, force the door open after me. And, like, I very much had one of those moments of, like, knowing that something was off, right? Like, I could feel it. Even when I couldn't see the dude following me. Oh, like, you know, the is this normal paranoia or not type of vibe. Almost made it. But, at some point, I saw my reflection in the like window of the apartment building down the street from where I lived, and I saw this dude following me, and I was like, that's got rancid vibes. I don't like this. And like I like didn't really know what to do, and so I tried to brandish my keys. As if that's gonna help? And, like, I had this, like, moment of clarity where I'm walking as fast as I can without looking like I'm sprinting back to my apartment, brandishing my rainbow-colored keys as if they would help me in any way. And I'm like, okay, if it comes down to trying to stab a person with a house key, I'm gonna die, okay? Like, there's just nothing for it. Like, goodbye, we've had a good run. Try again next time. You know? There's just no chance. Yeah, no, I don't think I ever could. I'm, like, not a person... I don't think that I could ever really be capable of violence. I'm just kind of a serial pacifist, you know? I'm also glad I didn't die. It was very scary. Everything's fine. The dude did get arrested. Apparently not just for trying to follow me home, but, like, had, like, prior issues, which is scary, but also validating that I wasn't crazy when somebody, tried to... Yeah, it was pretty bad. I was, when I accidentally locked myself out of my room because I was so freaked out that I just was locking doors. The irrational moment when you're just like, what if we locked all the doors? Wait, I don't have a key for that one. Darn it. Darn it. I can't unlock that one. I have to break into my room now. Which I luckily could do. It was not very hard. We had a walk-through closet. That door lock did nothing. But... So, like, I very much considered after that, like, carrying some kind of self-defense. And that is my reasoning, Pride, is that, any self-defense I have is self-defense that the other person now has. That was 2 snakes. If, like, I cannot use it correctly. Which is why I continue to just walk around with not much other than a carabiner of keys. I don't walk around with pocket sand. I really should. I don't get the joke, but I could play along with the joke, you know? Come on, friend. Come, come. We haven't been eekied yet. Watch me jinx myself. And then whip and nay-nay. But, like, We have not had any Ikis. This has been a pretty clean ghost ship, all things considered. And I've been trying to get better about using the boomerang on these guys, because it's a better habit to be in. You can get further away. And technically, it's a couple frames. It's a couple frames that I can just have for freezies. Walking around with a big stick. We should normalize speaking softly. Okay, we're ahead again. Let's do it. You do have pocket pistachios, but they're only for crows. Aw, that's so sweet, though. Pocket milk? For if you just get thirsty? Alright. One hit down. Alright. Now it's a little bit focus time. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was fast at least. That was terrifying, but it was fast. I'll take it. Okay, green is down. Green is down. Okay, yellow's got a hit. This fight's scary, man. Okay, darn it. Extra cycle. That's okay, though. These cycles have been super fast. Okay, that cycle was also super fast. My goodness. This is less fast. My god. That was a long volley. Okay, I returned that. I don't know how I did. Oh, and that one was... And then he's gone. I don't think he was prepared for me to return that volley either. I'm saying he, but these are the Cubist sisters. They're aggressively female. Aw, man. Still losing time. But my execution was so good! My execution was so good! I know. We lost time to RNG. Lost time to RNG. One of those milk cartons you probably had in elementary school. It sits in your pocket all day. No! Oh, no. Oh, it just gets all stinky. Oh, not the pocket milk. Practical in a hip flask. I mean, is it one of those, like, ultra pasteurized ones that doesn't have to be refrigerated until it's opened? Because if so, it hopefully will get less stinky. Hopefully. Or not less stinky. It won't get as stinky. Hopefully. Still very consistent from a time standpoint. Yeah, like, considering the RNG, like, I will take losing a couple seconds. I'll take it, but, like... Those cycles were fast. I wanted to save time. I actually don't know how my PB compares to bests on that split. Like, not even at all. While there are lots of ways to die, there are actually much fewer fundamental ways to kill someone with your banner hands. I didn't like this comment, Pride. Why did you make it? We're gonna try not to crash into an island this time. And look! Look! But let's not talk about the emptying of bodies. For a second I thought I dizzied. No, Link just decided to stop. Stop walking. Stop walking. No more walk. No more walk. Yeah, I worry for my little hypochondriac self. Fun fact, my hypochondria, it didn't used to be this bad, but it got worse. No more wok? Yep, only pan now. I've never cooked in a wok. How is it different from a pan? I need to know if I'm wok sexual. You know? You haven't either? Wok has round bottom, but was this change in the cookery process? No flat. Only round. Only round. I was gonna say a thing and I forgot. That's okay. They got curves. Okay, this did remind me, Oblub, of something from earlier. So I was on the train. I was on the train back from New York City with my dad, and it was a really full train. And I just kept seeing this dude's hat. Like, I couldn't help but notice this dude's hat. And it had like a really pretty like floral design on it. It was like a snapback. But it had like this really pretty floral design on it. And I kept trying to read what it said. And I finally figured out what it said on the side. And it said, "Real women have curves." And I don't know how to say how profoundly uncomfortable that statement made me. Being worn by a hat on, like, what seemed to be just, like, a random cis dude. Yeah, because, like, I don't know about anyone else. I don't know if this is, like, a controversial take, but, like, I never liked the, like, women have curves thing. The, like, real women have curves. Because, like, not all of them. It's such a gatekeepy phrase. And it's, like, I understand that our society is not kind to people who don't fit a certain norm. But that norm actually goes in most directions. And, like, why would we be mean to people at all? So, like, you know, love the body you're in, love the skin you're in. I'm all here for, like, you know, women have like, saying that, like, being a woman with curves and being happy about it is a very different prospect to me than, yeah, the phrase real women. Yeah, because the only correct answer to how to end the phrase real women is our adult female, or our adult people who identify as female. Our adult females who identify as people. Good job, Pippi. In theory, but, like, it was so, like, weirdly uncomfortable to me, especially just, like, a cis dude having that on their hat, because I was like, I don't think you get to pick anything about what women are. Like, I think you're just a dude. Also, hold on, scary part. Like, it made me have the thought, also, hey, username, how's it going? It made me have the thought of, like, I don't want to have an argument with a dude on a train. I don't. But some part of me does want to just have a conversation with this dude and be like, hey, do you think this is a okay thing to have on your hat? Like, did you give this any thought, or did you just like the hat? Real women exist in 3D space. Exactly! Exactly. Fish fear me, women fear me, I am alone on this blighted earth! Fish fear me, women fear me, I'm scary, I'm a ghost. Boo! Man, I love mowing up. But good evening, username. How's it going? Real women have an imaginary component equal to 0. See, that's the type of thing I'd like on a hat. Just confuse people. Confuse people. Except maybe not use the phrase real women, because, like, what if somebody actually does think that this is, like, a transphobic thing or whatever? No. Real women are insert nonsensical phrase here. Right? Alright, let's do the trick correctly this time. I didn't. Hold on. There we go. Like, yes, it's so good. Making a math joke, I love it. I love it. It's so much better than this actual dude's hat, which made me sad. Okay. One of you got away, but you stopped. There we go. Yeah, so there was a sign outside somebody's house where I used to live, and I think about it sometimes to this day, that said protect voting rights. And it always bothered me, because it could be interpreted in both extremes. Like, I, to this day, do not know who they thought they needed to protect voting rights from. This is just... Which is it? And I guess that makes it a good lawn sign, because it means less people are gonna pee on your lawn for not being on their side of the argument. But, like, I think that also is a bad lawn sign, because if you didn't want people to pee on your lawn, you wouldn't have a lawn sign. Am I right? Am I right? My mom likes putting up lawn signs, and I'm like, well, our lawn's gonna get peed on. Protect voting wrongs. Ah, I see. Do you think your boss should sell eggs at a loss? Maybe. To protect voting rights from Pokemon! Pokemon, go to the polls. Your vote matters. With stuffing ballot boxes for Ash Ketchum. Oh no. I mean, the modern politics is a terrifying place. I am very scared to be alive at the time when I'm alive. I said that in 2020. I didn't think I'd still be saying it if I survived COVID, but nope, I'm still saying it. Being alive is, very, very scary right now. It doesn't make me feel great to be a US citizen. Like, couldn't I have been born in a different country? There were so many options. Oops. There were so many options, and my RNG said, nah. America. Oh, that worked. I did not think that would hit, but it hit on the way back, so I will not complain. I won't. I won't complain. No complaints from me. Do I have bombs? I think I have like 2 bombs, which is very scary, but there are backup bombs. I just have to get to them. They just aren't around for a while, and I need to make sure that I get to them. Okay, there we go. This is, in fact, where the run gets a little bit scary. Because we are on... if you look up how to speedrun The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass on ZSR, this split, the next split, and Jank split are all listed under a category that's just called Hell. And, like, I don't know how much I agree with that being on, the best speedrunning resources we have. I didn't call these splits hell when I wrote my splits. But I share the sentiment that they're scary. They're scary and they're pretty bad. Alright, grab that. I missed a heart, but who cares? It's just a heart. There we go. CDC will have a repeat of 2020. No! What if I play more Pandemic Legacy? Will that fix it? Will Pandemic fix it? Ooh, nice. Okay, we're good. Okay, a little dicey. We're gonna make sure we get right out in front of him, because we would like... Yeah, I do have 2 bombs left. There we go. Okay. I also enjoyed Pandemic Legacy. I've never played Pandemic non-Legacy, but I started watching people play Pandemic Legacy and Pandemic in general during the pandemic. It was one of those, like, I don't know why my brain wants to watch this, but I need to. I haven't finished the second, like, the sequel to Pandemic Legacy yet. Pedantic Legacy? Yeah, that's what we were doing earlier, was the Pedantic Legacy. Right? Was when we were being pedants about grammar, like common grammar mistakes. Excuse me, dude. I was trying to murder you, and you said no, so. Whose fault is that? Okay, grabby. Grabby, 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 grabby. Place square, place circle, place triangle. We're good. You have a legacy addiction? Okay, what other games had legacy releases? If anybody doesn't know, legacy releases were like kind of a big thing for a while that board games would have, where they would be like, you would play the game multiple times, but you'd have a legacy deck that you never shuffle and like changes things over time. You'd get to like rip up cards and put stickers on cards and keep characters between games. I know there was Pandemic Legacy. I know there was House at or the Betrayal at the House on the Hill Legacy, and those were the only 2 I heard of. I did not know about Risk Legacy. That makes sense though. It does make sense. Machikoro? What is Machikoro? I'm just assuming it's got tapped R in there. That does not look like English. There was a Clank Legacy? I really liked Clank in space. Okay, I'm a little bit scared. And that's why... things went sideways. Things went sideways. Things have done an unfortunate. That's a lot of time loss, but that's okay. We can figure it out. We can work together and figure this one out. Okay, got there. Okay. Again, already lost a bunch of time to that arrow shot missing, but we're doing our best. Good night, Lumber. Thanks for hanging with us, and thank you for the luck. I hope you have good luck on the sleep percents or whatever else you choose to do with your evening. I assume people are sleeping. I just got home from karaoke. Oh my god! Hey, Brandino, I have made a mistake. You know what? We're gonna live with it. We're gonna live with it. He's gonna respawn right there and be a problem. Okay, we're good. They're off cycle, but we can make this work. Or can we? Wait, Clank isn't just a video game board game? No, Clank is an actual board game. I went the wrong way somehow. I got confused. I have played Clank in Space, and not the original Clank. Because that's the one my sibling decided to buy. I didn't know that they had a video game version. I did know that... Oh, Clank was, like, made by a company that makes other things. I'm trying to remember what... they made. I know my sibling has multiple things made by the Clank people. Alright, good. Alright. Got my bow. I'm ready to go. Oh, and Ratchet and Clank. That is also a Clank. Alright. Chuck. 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 Just for safety. Oh. You're like way over there. Come back. There we go. Pull up bow. There we go. Oh, they're written by the Penny Arcade people. Interesting. Alright, throw that out. I should probably be throwing it further to the other side, actually. But... what if I just do this? Because it doesn't work. Why don't I do the strat? Because it doesn't work. I went for the fast strat to try to save this because I don't know if the amount of mistakes I've made at this point in the run is recoverable. And it makes me sad. Yeah, we're already behind by... Ah! Do I really have to practice Temple of the Ocean King again? You still... Pride, have you never done karaoke? Now I can read chat again. Have you never done karaoke? Your shining moment in karaoke was by a friend of yours and you sang Summer Nights from Greece. See, that's my... Wait, but I've never done that. I've never seen Greece. Well, technically this isn't unrecoverable. It is a very vulnerable thing, in my opinion. I do not like karaoke. But hi, Brandino. I'm sorry I missed getting to say hello initially because I was dying. I hope you're doing well tonight, and I hope karaoke was enjoyable, even though I hate karaoke. I don't like karaoke. No, no, no. No, no. I like singing. I've done karaoke. It's not for me. I don't like people looking at me expectantly. I want people to expect less from me so that they're really surprised when I give them the bare minimum. You know? When I get, or at least more than the bare minimum. I want my effort to have the element of surprise. You know? Why would I be sad to practice it a lot? I don't wanna. It's long. You would not want to do karaoke sober? Okay, is that the problem? That I'm too sober for this? I just need to start drinking alcohol. I told my family that I don't drink today because, like, a lot of them hadn't seen me since I couldn't drink legally. And a bunch of people were like, yeah, sure. Just kind of whatever. And my cousin was like, wow, far be it from you to not put poison in your body. Wish that were me. And I was like... Kinda glad my cousin's an adult now. That's a good line. I appreciate this. I'd like to not have taken some damage there, but that's okay. Oh, you don't want to do it drunk. You want to do it sober. So you... No, that means you can drag me to karaoke, and I don't want you to. I do not consent to be dragged to karaoke. Pride, who are you bringing to karaoke? And is it Momo? I feel like Momo would do good at karaoke. Maybe Brandino, considering he just came from karaoke. Brandino, do you want to go back to karaoke with Pride? Most people won't do it sober. I've done it as the only one sober in the room. Because people told me it would be good for my confidence. It wasn't. You'd go to karaoke? What do you sing at karaoke? I'm told that people who sing at karaoke oftentimes, like, have a song for karaoke. You would do it sober? Just about anyone? Gosh, that's confidence I will never have. You know? Never have. Depends on the mood you're in. See, Pride, I will only do karaoke if it's just On the Rise from Dr. Horrible Sing-Along Vlog. Only On the Rise. Nothing else. Also, it's coming time for the scary trick. That shark was determined to ruin my day. It has come time to fear for my very life. And I didn't practice the scary trick today. Also, hey Crap, how's it going? You recite the Gettysburg Address. That is a power move. I don't think I could do that one. At some point in my life, I did know the to be or not to be speech. I knew most of it. I could have done that. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler to suffer the slings of arrows of outrageous fortune, or something something and by opposing end them. He's talking about suicide. It's bad. Okay. Not the best. I wanted to do the scary part if I don't get terrible RNG! What is Dao De Jing? I don't know that one. Don't Stop Believing feels like a finisher? You sing multiple songs at karaoke? The karaoke's I've been to where you sing one thing and you're done. Go sit down. I don't know if I just went to the wrong karaokes. The answer is I did. I went to the wrong karaokes. but like that might be aside from the point. I don't know. It got raided by the cops. Was the singing that bad? Do Radiohead opera? Oh, and opera. There was a word in there I was missing. I thought you just made a mashup between Radiohead and opera, and I was about to be really impressed. I'm still probably really impressed. That was the cleanest line I've seen in my life. 1, 2, 3. That might be good, actually. I hate this. That looked really good. After I died! Game is like, no, you're not allowed to mercy kill this run. You're not allowed to. I me too. No! Okay, well we're 1:38 seconds behind, but that was like kind of really, like I kind of just YOLO'd that. It was really good, and I'm sad that, because that would have been really good, and I would have been saving time if I hadn't gotten like 40 seconds of time lost to RNG. Also, hey Pitches, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. But also, I've been only in like karaoke where like there is an entire room of people there. It's not just like a private room with you and your friends. It's like, yeah, no, the ones I've been to is like maybe a couple people went multiple times and they got looked at real strange for doing it. Like, you would want to do private karaoke? No, then that sounds almost worse. Then my friends have to pay attention to me singing? I'd be asking for their time and attention? Ugh. Like, at least strangers, I don't have to ever see them again. Hold on. I jest, but also both sound terrifying. I am low on everything. Excuse me. You? Out of my face. Out of my face. Away with you. Oh. No! Away with you, sir. Fine, sir, and or dandy. Did you know the word dude comes from the word dandy? Originally, if you were a wannabe dandy, you were a duty. And it got shortened to dude. And this is where this word legitimately comes from. And that's wild to me. The word guy comes from the name Guy Fawkes? I did not know this. How did that one happen? I suddenly feel bad about having thought it was funny when I was a kid that my parents had a friend named Guy. It was just like a guy named Guy. The word tomato comes from the plant tomatoes? No way, man. That, I don't believe that one. I don't believe it for a second. I cannot be. Oh my goodness, why? Why? Can my movement not suck? That's fine. People celebrated stuff by burning effigies? They sure did. Part of the reason why I was like, yo, really? Is because, fun fact, I've always wanted to go to England for my birthday because my birthday is Guy Fawkes Day. So I could see people burn effigies in the street. Because how dare I be born? We saved 10 seconds somehow. Was it pronounced Guy? Guy, like the like, Japanese, unit of clothing? I assume. That's where the name Guy came from, right? Does anybody have, like, a least favorite name? This is a thought I haven't had in a while, but my mom just, like, irrationally hates the name Tiffany. Which has always confused me. I'm like, it's just a name. They called them guys, which eventually broadened in meaning. Oh, so I can go be a guy if I go burn effigies on my birthday. Happy birthday! Orange was frequently named yellow-red, or some such equivalent. Was there a time before the fruit? Before the fruit sounds very before the war. And then the Fire Nation attacked, and they brought with them strange fruits. Please don't murder me. I would like to not die, please and thank you. Responsibilities are over! GG's. I hope the productivity went well. This run is on life support, but that's okay. We're believing in him. Orange was the name of the tree, like Frankenstein was the name of the doctor. It's orange's fruit. Ooh, bombs. I will absolutely take. Worth the time loss. Essay or bridge clip when you hear Tiffany? I don't remember that one. I did watch a decent amount of SAO Abridged back in the day. I've never seen Sword Art Online, but I did see the Abridged. I thought about... I think it was 50% off for the first time in a long time. Oh no, the effigies were called guys. Okay, so I can't be a guy unless somebody sets me on fire. And that's gonna really break my streak of having never lit my hair on fire. Because my hair is part of me. That was a really terrible flag, yeah, I know. I'm aware, okay? I drew a really bad one. This one is finicky, and I don't know why. It's because they give you the dots. Gonna say something that I'm probably not gonna like. Butts. Okay, but hear me out. Butts is fun to say. I approve of the butts. Sometimes silly words are just fun to say. They were orange trees before they were orange. There were oranges and the color. Interesting. I forgot how much I love the line. Let's be extra careful. Ooh woo. Listen, I didn't approve of the object. Though I don't think you need my approval for the object. I just approved of the word. I think the word is fun to say. I should have swapped to boomerang there. I lost some time to that, but that's okay. That is okay. There we go. The fruit came before the name of the color. I believe you. Because in a land Oh my god, that was so dicey. That was so dicey. In a land before calling the color orange orange, do you think we had, like, basketballs or anything to compare the names to? The names of colors? You couldn't just be like, yeah, it's the basketball color. You go, yeah, it's the color that weird fruit is. What's that fruit called? An orange? Weird. Weird name. That doesn't rhyme with anything. I mean, I can't judge that choice too much, because I do find it to be a really neat fun fact that, I believe in large parts of Japan, culturally, blue, like, green is considered to be a shade of blue. Like, they are considered to be two shades of the same color instead of two different colors. So, like, green lights in some parts of Japan just, like, look blue sometimes. And people are like, but why? It's because it's the same difference. It's all colors of blue. Why are you being annoying over what shade of blue it is? Which is wild. Basketball wasn't a thing until 1891. Nobody had thought of taking an orb and throwing it full force at a cup over their head until the 1800s. That's kind of wild, actually. Alright, I want the health. I was a little scared. Okay, we killed that guy. What would we call a leopard seal with no leopards? This is a good question. I knew that was gonna happen. I realized it a second after I did it that I forgot about. Nice. Orb. Orb. Listen, it's a GDQ classic. That was the wrong angle. Nice. One of the 3 elder colors. I mean, a spotted seal is probably correct as to what to call a leopard seal if you don't know what a leopard is. That being said, there are other spotted types of seals, aren't there? Actually, this does bring to mind, I don't understand why sea lions are called sea lions. They look nothing like lions. Somebody explain. I like seals better than sea lions, but mostly because they don't look like lions. They're the lions of the sea. But they're not even. They're much more friendly. Not to each other, but just to, like, people. Are they murder machines? And are they as gay as real lions? I've heard that real lions get pretty gay. A Dalmatian seal? Okay, so you've never heard of a leopard, but you have heard of this funny type of dog. Alright, let's see how this boss goes. I forget. Oh, that was a really nice jump. I never know how to make that jump work correctly. Alright. Come here, friend. My friend. They have whiskies and a mane? They don't have a mane! Do they? Are there sea lions out there that have manes? They kind of sound like lions. I thought they arfed. Do they not arf? They so do? I think I've just been looking at the wrong sea lions. Either that or I'm being gaslit, but like, I'll believe it. I'll believe that I've been looking at the wrong sea lions. I've always been more of a seal person than a sea lion person. It is very fun to murder all the skeletons. I'm so glad I found out why that hammer was not working sometimes, because now I can just consistently murder all the skeletons and not have an issue with it. Alright. That's unfortunate starting RNG. Okay, but we got his butt. We kinda didn't want him to do that. Yes, we got the back of his head. Okay. That's the hard one right there. Okay. And that is, ow, his entire back taken care of. Can you stop doing the attack that actually can hit me? Thank you. Well that was losing. Okay, but he did the good attack this time. That makes that nice and easy. Alright, we do have 7 bombs. Maybe they don't have a main, but they do have whiskeys. They do have whiskeys. Okay. Okay, not terrible. Seals bark and sea lions roar. Ah. What if I want the seals to just cuddle me? What if I want to hug a seal? I don't know how much time we saved or lost, because this cutscene and movement is always slow. It's always gonna be longer than you think it is, because you have to talk to Muto here. And he is always a chatterbox. But can we save a little bit of time? Ooh, spicy. Technically, this run is still alive. I hate that. Oh, I might want an otter then? That's so true. Otters are so cuddly. Otters are adorable. Sea lions do have ear flaps. They got external ears, and seals do not. They also have feet that rotate, and seals do not. I really liked seals as a kid. I saw a seal when I was like on vacation with my family once, and like the tour guide on the like boat tour we were on was like, yo, you rarely ever see them because they don't like people. And I was like, oh, my best friend. And I wanted to love the seal forever. Alright, take me somewhere random. You don't trust an animal bigger than you not to bite your face off. Well, I feel like otters are significantly smaller than you. Probably. Unless you're like the world's tiniest adult human. I feel like otters are pretty small, you know? Did you fall asleep in pinniped class? What is pinniped class? Oh, I do want to actually jump over that. Sea otters are huge. Are they really? They look so small and cuddly. Big fan of penguins. Penguins are pretty fun. Penguins. Pin nipping education. And eat the pins. I don't know what's wrong with me today. The original penguin is extinct? Is that true? Okay, so not sea otters. Normal otters. I'm thinking of little, like river otters. It's like how the sea Zora and the river Zora are different, but they're otters. You know? Is the original penguin extinct along with the original banana? Oh, I forgot. This RNG was actually really good in my PB. I have to hope for good RNG now. Okay, 2 early hits, but only 1 damage is not bad. Stop spinning. No. Okay, I snuck in an extra hit on one side, but I need 3 hits on the other side. Stop your spinning. Okay, now you're allowed to spin however much you want, but that's a temporary deal. No more spinning. Hope you got your spins out. No, no more spinning. There we go. My goodness. The largest otters are river otters and they aren't cuddly. North American otter is for cuddling. Good, as long as there is a dedicated cuddle otter. I love otters. I love otters and I love cheetahs. They're like the only animals I want to see if I go to the zoo. Because the otters are always like snuggling with each other and I'm like, oh, it's cuddle time. Look at them. They're so good. And then the cheetahs are always just the chillest. The chillest. Do we need a Pippi spin emote? What type of spin emote would people want? I forgot to talk to you real quick. There we go. They're really big cats. They purr and they meow and they're so lazy that they don't actually want to kill anything. They just do it because they get hungry. But they're in a constant mental war over which is winning right now. My hungry or my lazy. And a lot of times the lazy wins. They can bite your face off, but they're not really likely to because apparently we are so weird to them that they don't see us as food. A piplup waddling around in a circle! No, that's such a good... Whack! That's such a good idea. Just a confused piplup going around in a circle. I don't know how I'd animate that. But that's such a cute idea. Okay, I have a project for after Fatales, and after all of my other projects that I have too many of. I have so many projects. All big cats are just big cats. This is true. Big cats are really cute. Little cats, also really cute. Really sassy. Cats are just good. And I'm silly. I feel bad for my sibling that my sibling will never know the joy of snuggling a cat. I definitely snuggled the cat a lot when I was living in England. Oh, I still need to fix that. Welcome to other projects I need to do. Hey, Pride, can you... It doesn't. I'm sorry. Can you refund it? I'm gonna whine at my moderator. That's me with the otter cradling the microphone. Just here, little friend. Good little friend. I really need to fix that. I don't know why. So, my like, program that runs Bippy just stopped being able to see a bunch of my computer assets? For some reason? I don't know why. A spinning top hat might be simpler. See, that is also cute, but I really like the fact that the piplup is just that confused. He's just a confused lad. Alright, we did not get shocked, at least. Go roll, roll. There we go. The genetic splice... We did hear about this. We did hear about the genetic splicing that could go sideways fast. I forget who said this in chat. It's still good, though. Oh. It is very good. If anybody was not here the day that we heard about this, it's excellent. Okay, I lost a little bit of time, but that's okay. That's okay. So our RNG was not I'm gonna pull out the hammer first this time. Nearly as good as it was in PB, but this whole section was a mess in PB, so maybe. Hey, there we go. Now there is a pun of quality. So, I don't think you could ban the cheetah for being a cheetah. I feel like that would be a specious issue. I think you let the cheetah speedrun. Like we let dogs speedrun. Maybe it needs another category. But I think we let the cheetah speedrun. I don't know how good the cheetah would be at speedrunning unless we have a game that's controlled by a treadmill, a category. Unless we have a game that's controlled by a treadmill and also very short. Ooh, I bonked. I'm getting all the goods. That's pretty good, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. There we go. We did lose all of our time saved back, though. Most of it was RNG. It's not my fault, except some of it was my fault. But a lot of it was RNG. Excuse me, swap characters, please. Go swoop, swoop, swoop. Spoop, spoop, spoop. No! Die, please. There we go. Don't think cheaters would be allowed. Cheaters would not be allowed. Cheetahs who are cheaters, also not allowed. If you got a track record. We're a gamer. We're a gamer. That's really hard. Yeah, the character swap mechanic in this game was not great. I personally am not a fan of it. Oh, we did lose a bunch of time here on PB. That's okay. Let me do the inputs, and that should be perfect for hammer. Hammer. Listen, what's more fun than confusing people? I think it's very enjoyable. I think we lost time on that one as well. So we should be saving time this split. Specifically this split. The last split, don't worry about that one. That one was bugged. Writing a bug report right now as we speak. Don't even worry about it. It's not my fault. It's not... Oh, no. Oh, wait, that did work. It looked like it didn't work. So I got really confused. I really should have separate splits for BKs. It would just break up dungeons more. I just, like, need more splits in general. It would be good for diagnosing where I lose time and, like, how much my time loss is actually, like, RNG and stuff like that that I can't actually control for. What's my favorite bug? That's a hard question, because I'm not really a bug person. There's definitely a time in my life where I would have said ladybugs, and then I lived in England for a while, and I woke up one day with a ladybug trying to crawl on me, and it terrified me, and I don't like ladybugs anymore. Probably an inchworm. I love an inchworm. Inchworms are really good. Bopchu camera lock is not only on Wii U emulation. It is a glitch present in the original game. In the original release, though, it is... Hold on. 4, 5. It is frame perfect to execute, whereas in Wii U, we have basically the ability to... I don't care that Link is under attack, man. 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to murder things. There we go. We basically have the ability to, as if you could do inputs while you... Yes, please do that attack. No, don't do that attack. Really? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Sorry, I've gotten really distracted by doing the fight. That's going wrong. But, yeah, so we can basically, it's as if you could do inputs while the DS is closed, is what the buffer menu does, which does allow you to buffer your inputs just in general, which did not work on the original DS version, which allows for that trick to be absolutely free instead of being horrendously frame perfect. And also, the warp displacement is also technically possible on, hold on. I got the bombs. We're good. We are gonna go get some health instead of just tanking this damage. We got more bombs? Excellent. Okay. But we can also do warp displacement technically on DS. It's just beyond TAS only. Like, it's very not going to be consistent because, like, you can't get worse than frame perfect, right? You can't get worse than it being a frame perfect input, except for the fact that it's a frame perfect input on the touch screen, as opposed to a frame perfect button press, which just, like, the touch screen is not consistent enough. Like, the touch screen just responds weird sometimes. It's a little not great. So, like, it's just not going to be nearly a... Okay, how? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, how? I'm sorry, whomst? I'm sorry, what about that? I'm sorry, how are we gay? I mean, we're so gay. But how are we gay? Also, yes, I would love to hear something scary, just not too scary. I'm a sensitive. Are we gay? Yeah, we're gay. We're pretty gay. We are also coming up to the Goron quiz. So exclamation point Goron quiz, if someone wouldn't mind helping me out. We get to be gay. Let's go gays. Let's go Gorons. Let's go gayrons. Oh, everybody's doing the moron quiz. I have to be on my own for this, don't I? 14. Oh, hey, there we go. Thank you, backside. Is looking at shit. And 6. We got 4 yellow 6. Yellow. 7, 746. 7. And 3 rocks, chest, or 4 Gorons. Chest. We are ready. It's a very interesting gay split. It's really a very interesting gay split. It sure is. I don't know how we were that gay. Because, like, how much... My sum of best is almost sub 312. We're getting there. We're working our way down. If no one does after... I see. You need to punish me first. Got it. Got it. Someday I am going to put in moron quiz as a command and everybody's gonna be confused. But I just don't know what the moron quiz would be. Is it just the wrong answers and punishes me if I'm not paying attention to chat? That would be evil, actually. That would be so evil. Oh, that would be bad. You tried to scratch shortly after you felt something. Ugh. Oh no, what was the Slither boy? It was a centipede? Was a centipede or a millipede? Both of those are terrifying, but centipede is more terrifying. Centipedes, fun fact, centipedes are poisonous, or venomous. Millipedes are not. Millipedes are harmless. You can just kind of... whatever. You can whatever the millipede. Right, now I have to... Can y'all be orderly? Calm and orderly fashion as I murder you, okay? Okay, we did hit the back one. We're good. Now we're gonna ignore the guys coming after me. Except take the opportunity and murder one of them. 1 damage is okay. There we go. We got it. Yeah, it did go down. All right. Sometimes you just have to check the top map to make sure, but then the top map is like really delayed because it waits till the absolute end of the animation, and it scares you by being wrong. There we go. Whew. Pretty sure it was a centipede. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. That is very scary. I don't, because millipedes are like the rounded boys. Centipedes are the flat boys. I believe. These have been my bug facts from 10 years ago, because I haven't been at gay hippie camp for the past 10 years, so, I might be outdated. Might be outdated. I also don't care for either of them. But yeah, if I had to pick a favorite bug, I think I would pick the inchworm. I don't know if worms count, but the inchworm is just, he's really trying to do his best. He's just going... That, like, they always seem like it's the most trouble in the world to go anywhere, but they're okay with it. They're going about their little inchwormy days, you know? Like, I don't like a lot of bugs, but... Inchworms, they're okay. Inchworms are pretty okay. Might be wrong, I have no idea. Any creepy crawly sounds bad, man. Wait, Nux, what was your suggestion? Just put them in the wrong order? Well, so I think putting them in the wrong order wouldn't actually mess with me that much, because the first 3 are... The way that the quiz works, if anybody doesn't know, is that they are in a random order for the first 3. Which is why question 1 through 3, they each only have 1 option per question, but it gives you them in a random order. After that, there is 1 question where it's... like, yellow, how many, or what question is this? Is question 4. Question 5 is 7746, and then question 6 is the hard one, where it is this item, this many items, or this many items. So you actually have to read the text. Be all wrong answers. I feel like I would notice that they were all wrong unless they were really formulated to be almost correct, though. Because if they're just out of order, I can reorder them, you know? I will mentally reorder them. It would have to be pretty egregious. Yeah, Bips is just like that, and it actually breaks some of her code that she's just like that, which makes me very sad. Because I worked for a long time trying to figure out what was wrong with the code, and then it was just that the thing puts things in the wrong order sometimes. Okay, that was good. We got them in one. Alright. Hey, dude. Dude, chill. Yo, chill out, cause it's cold here. Ha 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 ha. It wasn't funny, I'm sorry. Okay, I think that guy died. I think we're good. Okay. There we go. It would be regular Goron quiz, but the text is jumbled or backwards or something. No, it just gives me the questions. Just tells you what all the questions could be. Alright, time for RNG. Bad RNG. Okay. Better RNG. Also, hey Adam, how's it going? Are we PBing? Questionable. But I appreciate the luck. So I know it looks like we're a minute behind, which is because we are. But I lost over a minute in one of the final splits on my PB. So this run is not dead. However, the odds of me saving time in this section are pretty low, considering I'm comparing against best. We're gonna try our best anyway. We're doing it. Yeah, plenty of time saved to be had. So we are over a minute behind, but I just have to play out of my gourd and we'll be good. Right? I think so. This isn't like the no RNG type, though. You know what I mean? Okay, that'll work. I just want him out of the way. This is not the type of RNG that just says yes or no. It lets you respond to the RNG, which is better. That was good. That was real good. So, see, that was bad RNG. The bosses, yes, the boss is pretty bad RNG. It's not as bad as some of the other bosses. But, like, that part I got bad RNG, and I just responded correctly. Like, I guess we just got good. Okay, that wasn't perfect RNG, but it was pretty good RNG. We have to wait for a bunch of cutscenes. When you think you're done, there's always more. What is this run? What is this run? Somebody tell me what this run is. Why are we so gay? What is happening? I guess sometimes pretty good is good enough. Hey y'all, we're gay again. I definitely didn't need that health, but whatever. Let's go be frame perfect, right? Easy, easy, breezy, beautiful, frame perfect. Double gay split? Double gay split. Somehow. This split, I don't believe was very good in my PV, like this part, but, we can do better. Like, I'm already doing better on that segment. That's not ideal, but it's perfectly fine. Might be all the water I'm sailing across. Water turns the frogs gay. Does it turn me gay too? No, that can't be right, because I don't like the taste of water. So it can't be the water. It can't be just the water, at least. Alright. It's time for the silly trick. Oh, my god. I didn't even get into position. That was too fast. That was perfect. Okay. No. Hold on. I was starting to wonder if I was in the wrong position. Okay. Ooh, that was scary. That was scary. Also, hey, Steveticus, how's it going? That was a bit scary. Okay. Whew. You're gonna be working while practice coding. Well, good luck on the practice coding. I hope it treats you well. I am glad that we can be the chill vibes background noise. Which, honestly, what else do I want to be in life? This is a legitimate question. The answer might be nothing. I'm very content to be background noise. Hydrate or die straight. Oh no. Do I like swimming? We were talking about this earlier. I don't like swimming, but I do like baths and hot tubs. Excuse me. I don't know why that happens sometimes. That took a hot second. Okay, so the latter half of this split hasn't been, or this dungeon hasn't been great. But we'll just have, like, the world's perfect RNG boss fight. Am I right? Am I right? Spite murder. I so often feel like the only person who doesn't like swimming. Like, it's so cold. And, like, I can't really swim. I can doggy paddle. I can't, like, swim. But it's so cold. It's always so cold. And it's just a lot of work. I like doing exercise that doesn't feel like doing work because you're thinking about other things. That's my favorite kind of exercise, you know? Oh, here they are. Here to Gliok. We're gonna pay the base amount of attention. No, 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 not two. We want one snap. Single snap. Wherever possible. Very good, Blue. I talk to them like they're kindergartners. Good job, Red. You learned from Blue. I'm so happy. Is this an episode of Blue's Clues now, actually? Can you find the shape? Did they do that on Blue's Clues? I don't remember. I think they did, right? They, like, had the, like... Do you see where the picture is? Right! You're so smart. Yeah, Blue's Clues had that. And you didn't need to snap twice. For next Steve. Oh, that reminds me of, there's like a really good old, thank you, Red, old loading ready run clip. I think it's called like the Big Blue Clue or something like that. Thank you, Blue. But it's so good. It's like two detectives at a grisly murder, and they're like, oh my god, We might need to call in the experts. And then it's them talking to the screen like it's an episode of Blue's Clues, and the one guy's like, "Are you sure that they can handle this? I don't mean to mistrust you." And like they're like, "We found at the scene of the crime a red rose." And now I have to focus. Hold on. 1 snap, 2 snap, 3 snap. Worst RNG. Oh, why did I do that? I did them in the wrong order. No! And at worst RNG again, maximum punished. Okay, that's just time loss. That's just me to the stupid. Also, hey RNG me, how's it going? Are we anti-swimming or anti-soaking? Probably more anti-swimming. Like, if the water is warm, I just chill in water. And like, again, I like hot tubs. I like baths. Those can be very nice and relaxing. I don't need to swim. I don't need to swim. I'm not a fish. Adult, like, football fans. Excuse me. Okay, well, that'll kill. We're gonna be losing a bunch of time, but that's okay. Oh my god. Can we stop getting literally the worst possible RNG? There we go. Like, adult football fans treating Blue's Clues like it's adult sports would be so funny, though. They're like, Clue! Like... would be incredible. I need to see this comedy sketch now. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Getting on betting on Blue's Clues. Oh, we're not getting on Blue's Clues. We're not being the next Steve. We're placing bets. This is gambling. Someone brings the mail to your desk and you're just like, we just got a letter. We just got a letter. And they're like, Doug, why? But listen, the joy is worth it. That person just doesn't know fun. But yeah, Blue's Clues solves a grisly murder. A+. Excellent. Love it. Very, very good joke. I don't even think that Loading Ready Run does sketch comedy like that anymore. With Dora the Explorer, I don't remember this, but it might have been something I did not happen to see. I have definitely not seen all of Game Grumps. I forgot I have to manually allow the forbidden goose noise to be said. I was like, why did that message get held? It's because I had the forbidden goose noise in it. We have to make sure that people only honk responsibly. Honking irresponsibly in this chat is not allowed. They made a live-action Dora movie a few years back that was surprisingly good because it had some funny bits over the whole Dora turns to the camera and asks if you can see something. Forgot about the H word. Listen, the H word is the most confusing thing to say and imply as a real slur. See, I just remember somebody when I was in high school told me that, like, I should watch, like, I think it was, like, College Humor or something like that, and they had a video that was live-action Dora the Explorer, and I watched it, and I think it had, like, somebody, like, vaguely famous in it, and I was like, hold on, gotta sign my name real fast. I even dotted my I's. There we go. You're confused? Oh, okay. So for context about why the word honk is forbidden. Because I do have to tell this story every once in a while, because the older it gets, the more people don't understand why people don't like the word honk. So everybody knows Untitled Goose Game, the game with the goose and the honk button. There was a GDQ. I don't know if it was a GDQ or SGDQ, but there was a GDQ where I believe Jim had a run of Skyward Sword any percent. And the incentive they were pushing for was for Untitled Goose Game. And they just overdid the bit. They just did a few too many honks. And I don't care for it particularly. Like, I never cared for it because it's a sound that, like, if you're really going at it, right? Like, your voice gets strained, and, like, that's, like, nails on chalkboard to me. Like, I can't listen to somebody strain their voice that hard. It hurts me. But, also, like, there was some amount of, like, the Skyward Sword community did not really like it after that, because, a lot of people complained that, there were too many honks. I pulled out the... Oh, are you kidding me? I'm getting bullied by the good RNG, too. Okay. But there were a good number of people who were, like, annoyed with the runners at, like, the runner on the couch to some degree, and, like, complained to, like, Skyward Sword people about, like, why didn't you stop this or something like that? And it's like, well, because that's not their job, you know? That's not their job. That's not, like, people took a joke too far in the moment, and that's totally fine. Like, it happens. But, like, it's a bit of a sore spot for a lot of the Skyward Sword community. I think it's a lot more papered over at this point, but it was at the time, like, a bit of a sore spot for a lot of the Skyward Sword community, which was unfortunate because for years, every time there was a Skyward Sword run at GDQ, it would come back. There would be honks again. And I was like, no! To the point that the first time so the one time I have hosted for Skyward Sword at GDQ, was Jim's All Dungeons run, and I really didn't want it to be honk. I really didn't want the file name to be honk. And, honk was in the lead for the longest time until it got overtaken by Hank. And, like, silently, because, like, at the time, it was Jim's run and it was Pepper on comms. At the time, I had never met either of them before. And, like, I didn't even know if either of them knew that I was a runner. I didn't know if people looked in the Discord. Because I was running Skyward Sword at the time, and it was Hank. And I was like, I can't be publicly excited about this. I have to be unbiased. But dude, I'm so excited. Yes. 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 It's been like, I think like it genuinely is like a good lesson to keep in mind for hosting stuff. That, because my first ever host shift was hosting for Wind Waker, and Wind Waker has had many a meme that goes very far, and has just had many a meme in general. Pausa, 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 pausa. You know, but like I think that run was like a good thing to keep in mind to me going into hosting. That like. I love a meme. We will gladly indulge in the meme, but I don't talk to him here. That's bad. That's so much time loss. I didn't mean to talk to you. I meant to roll away. We are still saving time. Not a ton, but we're saving some. Come on. It didn't split. Oh, because I clicked on OBS. Darn it. I clicked off my splits and I forgot about it. Okay, we're about 40 seconds behind. So we did save quite a bit of time. Also, hey Drans here. And hey Uber Fuzzy, how's it going? Goose and goose accessories. Goose and goose byproducts. But it is like a really good thing to keep in mind that it's like, I would love to continue every meme. You really want to continue them just long enough that like people would still think it's funny for another 1 or 2 more, and then you take it away from them. And then you have to make them wait until it's funny again. Because sometimes they can't be trusted with all of the toys. So you get a couple of pauses, and then we don't do any pauses for a while. And, you know, you get a couple of the meme. You get a couple of good ones in there. You pick them wisely. And then, you know, we let it chill for a while. And, like, stop taking literally anything that's the meme and go on to just things that are being creative with the meme. Like, really, like, reward people for upping the creativity. That's, like, what I want to do on Host Mic, is, like, I want people to make it a version of the meme that I have not seen yet. Like, really give me something new. And that's when we'll bring the meme back, is if you're creative with it. If you showed me that you wanted it so bad that you're willing to be creative with it. You know? That's what I want. Alright, there's that. Again, this is our split where we can save over a minute. Can save over a minute. That should be the file name for me or for GDQ. Either way, they might run into a problem with the fact that it's not on most keyboards. However, hear me out. It should be. Did I hit him? I did. I don't know what happened there. I really don't know what happened there. I triggered him, and then he was... Just type out the emote name. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. It's true. Alright, you over here. Now we pull out grapple. Doop. Doop. I always have to remember that I can throw them way further than I think I can. With the grapple, like, you can get them from pretty far off screen. It was weird. Yeah, you want to value entertainment to the broadcast, but because this is charity, if the annoying meme will gain the most money, yeah. And, like, it's rough also because I think a lot of people don't really think about in terms of, like, when you're at GDQ and you're, like, in the space or you're, like, really invested in chat, like, all of those memes seem like the most involved and fun thing in the world, right? Like, you are a part of it and you feel like you're a part of it. And, like, that's really powerful. And people really enjoy that. But, like, it becomes a question of, like, people watching the VOD, that gets a lot more grading on. And in actuality, like, for a run like that, it might get, what, like, a Skyward Sword run might get, like, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 concurrent viewers, depending on the time slot. But the VOD might get 200,000 views. And so, like, you don't want to entirely forget about the fact that this is the way that a lot of people enjoy their GDQ is via the VOD, right? Like, it's a weird balancing act that you want it to be fun for the people in the moment, but you also want it to be a fun performance for, you know, the rest of time. And also just in general, like, you want it to be a performance that everyone involved in the broadcast can feel proud to put their name on for however long. You know, you want it to be something that everybody involved is happy with. And, like, that means that the people involved have to be able to look at it after the fact and feel good about it. So, to some degree, I do believe in, like, at least trying to balance, like, between all types of viewers, even though, like, I think there's a lot of people, especially, like, people who work for GDQ, who would tell you that the VOD viewers can't donate to charity. That, like, there is a large much more valuing of the in-person or, like, live viewers in general. But, like, I hold the opinion that the VOD viewers might be the people who donate to charity next year, you know? Alright, now is the part where we can save a solid minute. Yes, exactly! VOD viewers become live viewers. I think we're good. We might be good. We might be good. We might be good. Good meter is 69% full. Oh yeah, nice. This has been like a really decent split just in general. And who didn't jinx herself? It's me. Hello. It is I. I didn't jinx myself. I really set myself up there at the end to jinx myself. And I didn't. I didn't. I got a tattoo that says, "Hey y'all, Yeti here." Oh my god, I love that. It's so funny. I was in the, like, Fatales host orientation the other day, and, it's very funny that all of the rules are like, you don't have to read any particular donation. Asterisk, the Yeti breaks all the rules. If it's like a sponsor deal, you do have to read that. You do have to read that? I'm sorry. Also, y'all, we're ahead! No, why are we ahead? Why are we ahead? Oh, that's wild. Okay, it's time to lock in. Who's got an idea for a fun topic? Do we want to go back to talking about sea lions? Because, this could go either way at this point. This could go either way. I was a little early there. Back over here. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Okay. This way is my fastest way down. I can take the arrows, actually. Just in case. Like, I have enough arrows, but, like, safety first. Come back here. I want that heart. Okay, excellent. We don't love getting stopped in the hallway, but at least it gives me a free time to swap to my arrows. Okay, it's over across the way. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're just waiting for that guy to open up. Oh, that did give me a heart. I was hoping for it. Oh no, that gave me arrows. Oh, we skipped the guy in the hallway. We almost skipped the guy in the hallway twice. It feels like basically RNG if you can do that. Okay, that was bad initially, but good recovery. Excuse me. Why are you hitting me? Why are you still hitting me? I'm gonna need you to stop it. Good snipe. This is why we get extra arrows. Okay. I'm aware I'm at kind of low health. Nice. Okay. We're still at... Also, hey, Fi, how's it going? We're still at kind of low health, so it's a little dicey. But, like... It's fine, right? Has the Yeti never sold a Yeti plush? I had always assumed they had, because they have one in, like, their advertising, right? Don't they? They have, like, one that they put in the woods for the Yeti ads. Alright. Are we pacing right now? Barely. Barely. The last split, we went from behind by over a minute to ahead by 8 seconds. So it's all down to endgame. Okay, nice. That was good damage. Good damage. Oh, they do. Okay, good. He's gonna warble a bunch and go. What? Okay. Do you ever just close your eyes and listen? I can't say I do while I'm speedrunning. I'm so sorry to anybody who closed their eyes and listened to me warble. Oh, don't you damage me. You don't need to, okay? See? Damaging me? Totally unnecessary. That... Okay, there we go. I'd like to stay at high health, please. It would just be good for my mental health, you know? And also the health of my boat. Please think about my boat. Okay, good. We got some health. Okay, good. We hopped over that. Oh, that hit the boat and not the snipe. I'm really trying for one of these snipes. Oh, I got one of the snipes. Oh, I got another snipe. Okay, I deleted the third one before it dealt me more damage, which is good. Okay. We're saving time. We need to get fan gamer a catchphrase. We do. Alright, we have to be really careful. Because health is not in abundance. Also, hey Tron, how's it going? You're going to bed? Good night! Sorry, I'm in a little bit of a stressed mood. His eye opened already. Oof! Whoa! He got me. Oh, no. Okay, we dodged we missed the snipe, but we dodged the hit, which is good. We're trying really hard not to get hit right now, okay? Okay, please don't hit me and ruin my day. It's really rude to hit people, actually. Okay, 2. That's 4. Now we watch the top screen. Okay, nice. That was really good damage. That was also really good damage. Okay, we're getting bad RNG. But we responded well. I'm trying this new thing called positivity. Giving myself credit for when I do things right. But yo, I didn't think we would do it! Oh, the 3 cycle! Yo, I get to say a swear word? What's my swear? Fuck yeah!